The most dangerous person in the room is not the loudest one. It's the one who says nothing, while everyone else argues, explains, defends, and reacts emotionally. This person simply observes. He listens. He studies. He waits. And when the time comes to act, his actions are precise, calculated, and devastatingly effective. Most people misunderstand silence. They think silence means weakness, hesitation, or fear. But the Stoics understood something that modern society has forgotten. Silence is not weakness. Silence is control. More than 2,000 years ago, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth. He commanded armies, faced betrayal, endured war, and carried the weight of millions of lives on his decisions. Yet the wisdom he left behind was not about domination or power over others. Instead, he constantly reminded himself of a deeper truth. Control your mind before you try to control the world. Marcus Aurelius wrote something that still cuts through the noise of modern life. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Most people live the opposite way. They talk about their ambitions long before they have the discipline to achieve them. They explain themselves to people who are never interested in understanding them. They react to criticism instantly, as if every opinion in the world deserves their attention. But every reaction costs energy. Every unnecessary explanation steals focus. Every emotional argument pulls you further away from your purpose. The Stoics believe that attention is the most valuable currency a human being possesses. Wherever your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention is constantly pulled into arguments, social drama, and the opinions of strangers, then your life becomes fragmented and chaotic. But if you protect your attention like a fortress, your mind becomes clear, calm, and incredibly powerful. This is where silence becomes a weapon. When someone insults you and you do not react, you break the pattern they expected. When someone tries to provoke you and you remain calm, they lose control of the situation. Emotional people depend on reactions from others to maintain their power. But when you refuse to react, their strategy collapses. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." Think about that carefully. No one can truly control your emotions without your permission. Every insult, every criticism, every attempt to anger you only works if you allow it to enter your mind and dominate your thoughts. The Stoic trains himself to observe these things from a distance, almost like a scientist observing a phenomenon. Instead of reacting automatically, he pauses. That pause is where real power lives. In modern life, everything pushes you towards speed. Instant responses. Instant opinions, instant reactions. Social media trains people to respond within seconds, often without thinking at all. But the Stoics believed that the space between an event and your response determines the quality of your life. When something happens, the undisciplined mind reacts immediately. Anger, frustration, ego, and fear take control. But the disciplined mind does something different. It waits, it analyzes, it thinks deeply. Marcus Aurelius spent countless hours writing in his personal journal, reflecting on his thoughts and actions. He constantly asked himself difficult questions. What is truly under my control? What is outside my control? What is the rational response to this situation? By practicing this level of self-reflection, he developed a mind that could remain calm even in the middle of war and political chaos. Deep thinking separates leaders from followers. Most people move through life reacting to events rather than understanding them. They chase temporary emotions instead of long-term results. But the Stoic understands that every action has consequences that extend far into the future. When you slow down your thinking, patterns begin to appear. You start to see manipulation where others see conflict. You start to see opportunity where others see problems. You begin to understand that many situations do not require your reaction at all. Silence allows you to see clearly. Another mistake people make is announcing their goals too early. They tell everyone about the business they will start, the discipline they will build, the success they plan to achieve. At first it feels good. People encourage them. They receive praise and validation. But something dangerous happens inside the mind. That praise creates the illusion of progress. Instead of working harder, motivation begins to fade. This is why the Stoics valued quiet discipline. Real progress is often invisible. It happens in the early mornings when no one is watching. It happens in moments of self-control, when you choose discipline instead of comfort. It happens when you ignore distractions and continue working while others are busy explaining what they plan to do. While the world is talking, you are building. While the world is arguing, you are improving. While the world is seeking attention, you are developing strength. Over time, this quiet progress becomes unstoppable. People who once doubted you begin to notice changes they cannot explain. Your confidence grows, not because others praise you, but because you know the work you have done in silence. Your discipline becomes visible through results. Your focus becomes obvious through your actions. And eventually, something remarkable happens. The same people who once questioned you begin asking how you did it. But by then, you no longer need their approval. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." The Stoic path is not about proving yourself to the world. It is about mastering yourself. When you master your reactions, your attention, and your discipline, external noise loses its power over you. Criticism becomes information instead of an attack. Obstacles become training instead of suffering. Challenges become opportunities to strengthen your character. Quiet people often appear underestimated at first. The world tends to reward loud personalities, confident talkers, and people who constantly promote themselves. But history repeatedly proves that the individuals who shape the future are often the ones who spend the most time thinking deeply and working quietly. Because real strength does not need constant validation. Real power does not need constant attention. Real discipline does not need constant applause. It grows slowly, silently, and relentlessly. So remember this simple Stoic strategy. Speak less than you know. Observe more than you reveal. Think deeply before you act. Protect your attention from distractions that weaken your focus. Refuse to react to provocations that do not deserve your energy. While others chase noise, build clarity. While others chase recognition, build mastery. While others chase attention, build strength. And one day, when the results of your discipline become impossible to ignore, you will understand the quiet power that the Stoics spoke about thousands of years ago. The most powerful victories are the ones no one saw coming. If this message resonates with you, and you want to continue strengthening your mind with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, subscribe and join a community dedicated to discipline, clarity, and inner strength. Because the Stoic path is simple, but it is not easy. Be silent, think deeply, and win quietly.